Hello and welcome to the Alberni Valley Bulldogs weekly review right here on Shaw TV. I'm Talli Campbell. We'll be taking a look at the Alberni Valley Bulldogs, what's new from news updates, scores, video highlights, and more. On our first show, we got a chance to speak to the head coach and general manager, Matt Hughes. This past weekend, we were able to grab 1 point of a possible 4. Take us through both games, Coach.
I thought against Victoria on Friday night, we had an okay start to the game. Our middle period, we went away, and we were fortunate to be leading going into the third period. I thought our guys grinded it out hard in the third period. Unfortunately, Vic scored late and then took it in overtime, but I thought overall it was just, I'd say, okay for our group as far as the standard we've set. Saturday night against Nanaimo, I thought our first 10 minutes was as good as we've had all year. I believe the shots were 13-2 at one point. Took a penalty in the offensive zone. They got a power play. They got up one. They scored a quick one in the next shift, and it just took us probably about 25-30 minutes to recover from that. And unfortunately, we dug ourselves too deep a hole to get back in that one.
A busy weekend for you guys on the road. You have 3 games in 2.5 days. You start with Trail, Merritt, and Coquitlam. Talk about the expectations this week and how you keep your guys kind of motivated through 3 games.
Well, I think the motivation comes from the players themselves. I mean, our group, they care about each other. They want to work hard for each other. I mean, it's 3 tough games. Anytime you go and you're going to play, 3 in less than, 48 hours or so. But, I mean, it starts with Trail, good team in the interior. I believe they're still in first place as of today. So it's going to be a good test for us. We played them once before, and we played them good for 40 minutes, and we gave away the game in the first period. And I think Merritt obviously was here last weekend or 2 weekends ago, and it was a 3-3 hockey game, so that'll be a tough one for us. And Coquitlam's another well-coached hockey team. So for us, every team's tough. Every game's tough for us, and we've got to go into probably each game expecting to earn 2 points by outplaying someone for 60 minutes. And if we're not going to do that, we're going to be in tough.
You made a recent trade, Graham Rutledge, and then you also brought in Tyler Van Newton. Talk about the Rutledge trade and talk about how Tyler Van Newton fits in with this club.
You know what? Graham was a pleasure to coach here for the 2.5 months we had him. We weren't going to be able to give him enough opportunity as a 19-year-old to help him achieve his goals. So we made a move that we felt was best for Graham and got him back close to home where he's going to get a chance to play more. And then Tyler Van Newton, fast, skilled, gritty, strong 19-year-old player that's going to be another good piece for us, not only for this year but next. And we're real happy to have him on board.
And last, Coach, you so far have 22 games in your belt as head coach and general manager of the Alberni Valley Bulldogs in your first season. Talk about those 22 games, how you felt they've gone.
Not good enough at this point. I think, anybody that's a competitor knows that being under 500 for 22 games isn't the goal. But I think it's still a building process for us. We're developing our young players right now. We're trying to help guys move on, and we're going to get there.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Best of luck this weekend.
Thanks, Tyler.
That was head coach and general manager of the Alberni Valley Bulldogs, Matt Hughes. We'll see you next time right here on Shaw TV.